Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther, coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas. We have got a show for you here on episode 187.
187, bitch!
So sit back, relax, try to enjoy, and let's get into it. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
I'm Tim.
And we are the Funky Panther! What's up, boys? How's today Wednesday? My days are fucked up. They've been fucked up for like about a week or so.
How's today Wednesday?
How's today's day? How are we doing, boys? Day after
I'm a white American, so I'm doing fine.
yeah,
And I'm a guy, so I'm not going to have any problems whatsoever.
shout out to all the illegals in my family that are here. You got to go, man. I'm sorry. You're about to get shipped off to Boston or Mexico.
We're shipping up to Boston.
Yeah. We're shipping out to Boston. No. Yeah, that's wild. Do we want to start off with that?
Well, if there was not a time to pick up arms
Yeah.
than any other time, it's right now.
Yes.
Thank you.
Racism is solved forever from the Funky Panther.
Because we picked up arms.
I wish we were alive whenever. I think we were, but we were just too young.
We are live
But
right now here on the Funky Panther. You can follow us, subscribe, YouTube channel. Go ahead and do that.
hands across America. Did you ever see that?
It was like in the 70s,
We
wasn't
were
it?
small children. Nah, 80s.
Wait, was this?
Oh, yes. Coke. Coke
Is that
did
the
did
poster
thing.
in elementary school with all the kids
Like holding
hugging
hands or
around
whatever
America?
across America.
That was the thing they did.
But
A world record.
Yeah, but people were doing it to like...
They literally hugged the world.
Yep, they did. They all laid down with their bellies in there, and then there was a train track rolling each and every.
Those that were on
Sounds
that had they got drawn the ocean part.
Yeah. Short straw.
We're so happy that they participated.
Yeah.
And their memory will be with us.
Thanks for your sacrifice.
No,
Christy says, "Must be nice for you white boys."
yeah, that's what I said.
Yes.
It is.
And
It is.
I guess Lance is running the emo Taku page. There isn't enough alcohol on the table for today's events.
You're not wrong. Actually, Jay reached out. She's like, "Are y'all doing the show tonight, or are you just drinking?" And I'm like, "That's a really good question. I don't know why you asked it. Are you just trying to hint that we need to be drinking instead of doing this show? We'll do both. We'll do both."
I was about to text you boys because me and Lance did a episode of Ball Bag at Hoppin'.
Yeah,
about 2 weeks ago.
TFTI, my dude.
Oh yeah, sorry, we didn't know. Well, we did know.
You didn't know?
but we didn't. Well, it was a lot of fun. First off, we met one of the girls that works there. She's really cool. She helped us pour the beer because we both sucked at pouring beer. So it was really good. We had a great episode, I think, and then we went to.
You sounded like Trump just now. We had a great episode, I
it was
think.
a fantastic episode.
No, he would
It was
never
the
say,
best
I think.
I know.
episode.
That was like I'm getting too old. I shouldn't have said that part.
Yeah.
It was 1986. Thank you.
Yeah. So we were just a little bit
Christy.
too young, but they literally held hands across. And if I personally think
Yeah.
that we can solve all of America's problems right now is if we just held hands across the United States.
Of course, they're going to want all the Mexicans to be closer to the border.
Well,
is that
yeah,
right? So you can just
look,
push
that's obvious.
Well, what we're
but-
doing is creating a new wall. It's
It's
a
Attack
new-
on Titan. It's just like making walls out of humans, and
Yeah.
It's more like a Red Rover. You better not fucking
my
come over.
God,
You know what I mean? That
Jesus.
kind of thing.
oh my god,
I do believe that's what that is what they're wanting to do
Yeah.
Yeah,
is a Red Rover game. If you make it through, you get to stay.
it's gonna be like Hunger Games, Mexico. Like if you're, but I will say this. Mexico's president, the new one, she's gonna start cleaning up, doing a lot of work. I'm picking up where the former president. That's why Elon's like all like hates Mexico now. They were supposed to have their battery operations in Mexico.
Yeah, like lithium factories
yeah.
and all that stuff. Yeah.
But now the Mexicans are creating their own electric car, like designed and.
Let me ask
created
you
in
something.
Mexico.
I've actually never looked into this. Does Mexico have any cars that they have manufactured, made on their own?
I mean, they.
Everything.
Like,
the
it's like-
Chihuahua Diablo. I think that one comes from Mexico. Yeah. I think the
I can't tell if you're being racist right now or if you're serious.
queso flamado. That one. That one's like the lowrider one. That it's electric though. It's electric.
No, but for real though, like
taco meat. There was just one called Taco Meat. I think they're all from the same vendor, though.
I think now that Trump got reelected, you could just be racist, can't you? You can just say, "Oh yeah, I think it's called Taco Burrito Chihuahua car, powered out of tortilla flour and quesadillas." Is that what that is, Chad?
I think
don't
so.
know.
But I
You're just saying a bunch of. It's just like, yeah, taco burrito.
I'm curious,
It's like
though.
what's a taco flavored kisses? You're gonna do that next? You're gonna be fucking J-Lo, you taco burrito
No,
burrito.
but I'm pretty sure there was a minivan called Duvalin, right? It was like multicolored.
I did hear that J-Lo is going to be the official.
Fuck you, Chad.
spokesperson.
Fuck you, man. God damn.
But for real, like,
Christ.
I'm curious. Like, did Mexico like ever make like
Mexico makes the parts,
Right, yeah.
For Volkswagen,
Yeah, I know a lot of-
and
yeah.
everything's assembled here. But
But do they have their own actual manufacturer,
Yeah.
right? Like, I don't know.
I think they have one car, and I think they've made fun of it. I think the Mexicans themselves have made fun of it.
Is it pretty bad?
I think so, but they're again, they have different brands that they have there that they don't have here. They have Seat, which is like spelled seat.
Yeah, and you can get like the Toyota Hilux over there.
Yeah, the Hilux. They
Who's
got
making
like
up fucking names
No,
now?
I swear to God, like if they call it Seat.
Oh, I want a Hilux. Is it Hilux or
Hilux.
Helix?
Hilux.
Hilux. I thought it was Helix, but either way, I want one.
I'm gonna say that I think Emo Otaku's they've got a really good idea. If you make it through the Ninja Warrior course, then you've got full citizenship.
Yeah, no questions asked.
No questions asked.
Yeah, because that obviously shows that you're a patriot and a good person at heart.
But I want to know what would your games be? Because like the Ninja Warrior's got all this stuff. Like you got to climb, you got to jump over stuff. Like so, the American version, what is that going to be?
The American version?
You have to stuff your face with like pies.
You have to have a hot dog eating contest.
And a
It's
hot dog eating
hot dog eating
contest?
contest is the final round because what's more hot dog eating contest, and then whenever there's 10 seconds left, you have to scarf down like as much as of an apple pie as you can, and then maybe throw a baseball through something.
Throw a baseball
and
through
apple
something.
pie. It's
I
what's
feel
more
like you
American.
got to be able to jump over something.
And that's
Like I feel like
I think it should just be one of those soda tests you keep seeing pop up on TikTok and shit.
soda
Where it's
test?
like there's a box and there's like 8 different sodas and there's like
Oh,
people trying to taste
no.
each one.
named
That's it. That's all you
decide
need.
which soda is which.
You get all 8 right, you're in.
What if you get they put one like you have to? There's 9. You got to guess all 8, but one of them, if you
Battery
drink
acid.
it, it's gonna be it's battery acid.
Jesus Christ.
No, I was gonna say vinegar.
Oh.
And if you drink the vinegar, then you're automatically out.
Oh,
So you got to pick. So you not only do you have to, because we can't make it too easy, right?
I feel like we're edging going over the line here, and I feel like we should just stop. Because I keep wanting to say something. I'm like, nah, I think that would be.
I was like, yeah.
okay. we're edging it pretty hard.
them spicks got to come
Oh
on.
my gosh, there it is.
I knew it
Chad
was
said
gonna
that.
happen.
Chad,
I'm so glad that.
No.
how dare you?
No,
I'm so glad you're allowed to say that. Oh man.
So talking about cars, have y'all seen like I've already talked about the new 4Runner. Have you seen the new Land Cruiser? It's supposed to come out or already
Yeah,
out? I've seen
it's
a couple
already
on the
out.
road.
I have
yeah, I've
seen
seen a
one.
couple on the
Yeah.
road.
The Toyota Land Cruiser?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them.
It's the same as like the new Lexus 400 series or whatever, which also looks awesome. But there was like a car show a week or two ago. I don't remember where it was, but they announced and they showed this. It's called a Land Cruiser Rocks, ROX. Have y'all seen pictures or video of this thing?
No.
It kind of looks like the old, almost like the Chevy Z71, where it has like the little things coming down on the back of the truck bed. You know what I mean? Like a little.
You mean the Avalanche?
Yeah. I mean, the Z71s, I feel some of those, no?
No, they have these packages
Yeah,
where
the Z71 is just the off-road package.
Okay.
yeah, but the
Gotcha.
Avalanche, yeah.
Okay, so the Avalanche. It's kind of like that, but it was like in the Land Cruiser, and they just kind of chopped off the back and made it into a truck, and it looked pretty damn sexy. I'll be honest with you. And it was just like they just threw the prototype in without telling anybody, and they're like, if we get enough people wanting this, we'll make it. Which is exactly what they did with the old, like, the one that they cut off eventually.
Oh yeah, so I'm looking at
FJ.
it. I'm looking at it right
FJ.
now.
That
It's
was
like
not supposed to happen either.
yeah. Yeah, so they just cut out the back end and made it a truck bed.
Yeah, it looks pretty legit. Here, I'll pull up a picture.
I'm looking at it too. Yeah, you show.
yeah, but
Javier.
I'm going to show him.
Yeah, show
'cause-
Javier.
I'm going to show him.
I would drive it.
Oh, I drive it real hard.
I would drive it pretty hard. I would
of
drive
those-
it real hard.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
So the problem with the Land Cruiser, I think it's like the hybrid one, is that you can't put as much weight on the back because that's where the battery sits. And so it's like elevated a little bit in the back, so you lose a bit of cargo space. And I think you can only put like a static weight of like 400 pounds.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, like it can be spread out, but like in one spot it can't be 400 pounds. So I don't know if I would ever put anything that'd be 400 pounds in one like general location.
So can I put like 40,000 pounds? Like just put 400?
No. I mean
40,000 pounds.
40,000 pounds.
How much do you think vehicles hold?
Isn't that right?
yeah, they hold 40,000 pounds.
Okay, I'm sorry. My
I mean,
mistake.
they're like
They're made of unobtainium.
You're the one that works on.
They're
vehicles.
10,000
My
horsepower, right? I mean, they should 10,000 horses can.
10 carry the 4. Yeah, 4 per horse.
Hell yeah.
So I'm like I'm over here like with emo otaku. Edging's fun.
I like edging.
We were getting edgy.
The
We were
best time
edgy.
I ever edged myself was whenever I was in Colorado. And by myself.
I don't need to know this.
No one's stopping you, and we're both cringing, like
man.
ready for whatever the fuck you're gonna throw at us.
Yeah, so anyways.
It lasted for 3 days.
So last
It
night
was the whole
uh,
weekend. I just had me in the hotel room.
Me,
for
some
3
Courvoisier, and some, I don't even use baby oil,
and
baby.
tears.
And tears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I brought these snacks for you from, we're not being sponsored by them, but Eduardo's has delicious candies, freeze-dried candies.
Black Gato candy. They got some good stuff too.
And I'm going to say it's a minority-owned business. It's a good time to
Minority
support them, right?
LGBTQ.
What's the U?
There's no U. LGBTQ
Yeah,
plus.
yeah. Go support them. They're here in River Oaks. They're actually technically Fort Worth, but if you're familiar with the River Oaks area, it's like Sam Calloway and
Yeah, it's next
River Oaks
to
Boulevard, next to the Rub and Tug
liquor
place
store and the
and-
Rub and Tug spot.
and then there's a float spa.
Yeah, there is, which
I
has
actually
won
wanna
awards.
try that.
I do too.
It did.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like best of a couple
you-
times.
So
think
should we like how many pods do they've got, and can we all get in one?
and can we put them in the Rub and Tug place?
That seems like a pretty cool little combo right
and Tug
there.
is-
It's like you're floating in space and then
Just gonna-
floating in space. I don't.
Floating
I'm
in
afraid
space
to be
and-
alone in my own thoughts, though. Like in an isolation, like deprivation chamber or whatever.
Yeah, it would be rough, but I feel like that's kind of the test, right? It's kind of like doing meditation or something like that. If you can get your mind right, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
So get your fucking mind right.
So I watched that. I watched that Adam Sandler movie, Spaceman.
What?
Have you seen it?
Spaceman.
Yeah. So there's a movie called Spaceman. Dude, it's fucking weird. So he's by himself. Okay, so he goes on this mission.
Yeah.
And he's in a spaceship completely by himself, and he's like in there for.
Are you sure it's Adam Sandler?
Yeah, that's Adam Sandler.
Because I know the one guy, Sam Rockwell, did one.
Yeah, Sam Rockwell did one too, but this one's Adam Sandler. It's one of those concepts. I think they both came out at the same time.
Oh,
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the Sam Rockwell one was better. The Adam Sandler one was it was quite strange. It was good though. I would recommend watching it, but it got me thinking like because there's this whole he's trying to get out to like this like that basically the edge of where the universe begins, and I guess they've got enough scientific stuff to get you out there now.
Scientific stuff.
Yeah,
Is that
so,
the
like-
scientific term for scientific
Yeah,
stuff?
I can't think of like the technology's there.
Got it.
Elon
They can
says
get you
that.
out. They can get you out there, and then they get you back.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just going to take a while, but it's not like you're going to be gone for your entire life.
Right, scientific stuff.
So the whole premise is he's getting out there, but you don't know if he's going crazy or if something's actually happening and actually is really
I think I
there.
know what you're talking about. Yeah, Chrissy said it was his newest movie.
Yeah, I would watch it.
It's a recent movie?
Yeah, it's real recent. Yeah, yeah.
Really?
like just came out.
I didn't know Adam Sandler had anything that wasn't with Jennifer Aniston recently.
If you check the Plex, you might see it on there.
Hey, that's a smart man, by the way. We've had this conversation, right? Adam Sandler and how he picks his movies and his
It's always with
Like hot women and
always
different
in
exotic-
crazy places. Yeah.
This
Smart man.
time it was with no women and in outer space.
You win some, you lose some. You know what I mean?
And I can't. I mean, there's a guest that guest appearance on there, but I can't tell you who it is.
You
Is
better
it
not.
like Rob Schneider?
No,
I hope it's like Matthew McConaughey and it's like an Inception.
it's Kevin
or
James.
Interstellar.
And
You weren't going to tell us.
I'm sorry. It's Kevin James. And it's a fever dream. They're actually they're in bed together. From I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Shut up! I swear to Christ, that'd be fucking
pretty
hilarious.
good.
But so I watched that recently, and that made me think though, like if I'm in a deprivation chamber. First off, how long do you float in those float spas?
An hour.
Is it an hour? Okay, I could probably do an hour.
I don't know.
I'll do an hour.
An hour will be like a lifetime when it's dark.
It could be.
It's quiet. You're just floating.
Now, just imagine. Just hear me out. An hour, but you're on. You've smoked the
Black tar
the
heroin?
sage stuff. The
K2?
no,
Or
the
salvia?
other, salvia.
Oh, salvia. No, I don't want to do that.
Did you hear about that room they made where it was like you can hear your
nothing but salvia?
insides?
What?
Like there's a room they made, the government or something, where if you're in there, it's so quiet, there's no noise in there that you can hear your like blood going through your body.
Holy shit, that's creepy.
And that
That's
you
weird.
can't be there for more than like 5 or 10 minutes because you'll go insane.
I did see something where it was like the most like soundproof and like acoustic. Like you clap your hands and it's just dead. It's not. It doesn't do anything.
It's
That'd
like,
be trippy as shit.
It's like that one you saw, that one show with Jesse Eisenberg, right?
Yeah.
On that black color.
Yeah, at the museum.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go to the museum and they go into the room. Yeah, I would love to do something like that. That'd be pretty. Like that should. I don't know if that's an actual exhibit or if it was just for the show, but that should actually be an exhibit.
It really should. And I think that color, I've seen people paint like 2x4s with that.
You're talking about like
paint
the Phantom Black.
Yeah.
So in the
Phantom Black.
show, they basically like as a part of this museum, they had a room that it was just all blacked out. So you go in there and you see nothing, and it's supposed to, same shit, right? Kind of trip you out, trying to mess you up. But that would be cool to actually
You could do that in a cave, man. They turn their lights off.
Yeah, it's called leaving from the sun. It's called just don't be like that one guy who tried to spelunk a cave and ended up getting in a crevice.
Yeah, you have to do that. But
and
like,
got
I
stuck.
mean,
Yeah, but your eyes adjust in most
And he
scenarios,
died.
right?
but if there's no if there's no light, then they can't adjust because there's nothing there to.
I mean, you're going to see a little something. Even caves, there's going to be some sort of reflection.
Have you been in a cave?
Oh, I have always been in caves.
I don't know where you're going with that, but
I've been in caves more than you've ever been in caves.
look, you need to make a
in your
trip.
whole life.
You need to make a trip out to
I'm a
Interspace
caveman,
Cavern,
motherfucker.
Interspace Cavern,
Yeah, I've been there.
or
I've been
Longhorn
there.
State Cavern.
Yeah, I've been there.
And go where
I've
they
been to
turn the
Longhorn-
lights off.
I've been to Longhorn
There is no
Steakhouse.
reflection. There's no light coming in.
Tomato, tomato.
It's physics.
Yep,
you
tomato,
can't
tomato.
you can't have reflection if you don't have light.
So yeah, Christy says,
I'm a scientist.
did you ever watch Fringe? That's where I saw those tanks and thought it was interesting. He's seen.
I've seen Fringe.
Wait, what?
I've never seen Fringe. I know you have.
Oh, yeah, Fringe is great.
I stopped watching maybe like after like season 3, maybe.
I was waving at the chat, but yeah, also I have seen Fringe.
Yeah, that's where I first saw the.
It was one of the better, like, one of those. What was the other one? Like, the one when we were in high school.
Fringe.
No. Fringe was after
you're
that.
talking about
the alien one.
the alien one, X-Files?
Yeah,
Oh,
X-Files. Fringe is like X-Files, but better to me.
I was thinking of Lost,
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
but not the same concept. Yeah,
Ooh.
No.
Lost makes no sense. I never actually watched.
Sorry, I was looking at Caesar's videos on his page. He has some pretty good ones. Pretty cool.
What?
Sorry. My mind's going everywhere.
Okay, so we normally do this in the first 30, but did y'all do anything?
Oh, here's the Grand Prix in Austin.
Yeah.
Did we what?
Do anything.
Do you want to go first, or what do you want to?
Yeah, I'll go first. Friday night went up to Denton, which was fun. Hadn't been up there in a minute. Remember Armadillo? We all went to Armadillo with Angie and Joseph.
It closed.
It closed, but they reopened as a new brewery, and it is beautiful. Like, you would love this place because it's kind of like this. It's almost like industrial meets Great Gatsby.
Is
like
this specifically me? Like why I would love this? Because you think that I would love industrial meets Great Gatsby?
I think you'd be gay steampunk. I think that's your motif.
Gay steampunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you throw some pink and glitter and make it look nice.
mean,
Pink Pony Club.
That. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
From the talks we used to have about having a brewery, and like we would look at like industrial type stuff and be like, oh, that's cool. That I like the vibe there or whatever. Like this new brewery basically embodies all of the things that we used to want to do.
Are they going to be successful though?
Yes. They were fucking packed, and they have really good food. They have pizza. Their beers, they're great. I mean, they're good. They're not Armadillo Ale Works good, but they are very good. The bar was beautiful. Like, the place was cool. But yeah, it was packed. We had to wait for a table.
Nice.
I want to thank Omar.
Yeah, Omar,
Obviously.
thanks for
He,
letting Caesar
Yeah. That's good.
about watching the podcast.
Hey,
Thank you
I'm,
for that. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay, so I'm interested.
Yeah, we need to go back. We need to go up there. So we went there, and then we went to Speakeasy. We did at New Year's. A couple other things, and that was we went too hard Friday night. To be quite honest with you, like we don't drink anymore.
Did you stay there and didn't?
No,
Okay.
No, we had a ride back to North Fort Worth, and then by that point we were good.
Oh, y'all don't live that. I mean, for y'all, it's like
Yeah, it's not too bad. But Brittany live kind of by the Texas Motor Speedway, so we just went down there and then out.
Yeah.
But so we basically were kind of like recovering most of the weekend after that because it was rough.
And the weekend was it was rainy and whatnot.
Yeah, it was kind of a nice time.
It was a nice time to recover.
Yeah, we watched Doctor Sleep.
oh,
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It was way better than The Shining. Like the concept kind of blossomed, and then it was just like I don't know. I liked it a lot.
it's Ewan McGregor, right? It's Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
in that? Okay.
Yeah. We watched a handful of movies. We actually, so on Valentine's, Sarish got me this thing, and it was like a thing for couples. It's like every week you get a card, and it has something to do. It's like either a conversation or, you make a milkshake or you do something different, right? Every card every week has got something different. And one of the cards was like, watch an erotic movie.
So just porn, just watching porn.
And it listed movies, and I'm like, okay, well, I've heard of Eyes Wide Shut, but I've never watched it.
Oh, okay, all right. That's Kubrick's last movie. Who
So-
did The Shining?
Yeah. And so we went and watched, and I didn't even realize that. I looked into it afterward. I was like, oh, that's another Kubrick film. But we watched that Sunday or Monday, and I had the weirdest fucking dreams that night. I do not care for that movie. I don't care for the performances of either Nicole Kidman
It's a
or
great
Tom
movie.
Cruise. I disagree. Dude, everything. Is it a great movie?
I think it's a classic.
Is it a classic?
Technically,
I
it's
feel
like
like
a
it
cult
is.
classic after because it was his
Technically,
last
do you
film.
think it's a cult
I've
classic?
never seen it. I've only seen the nude scenes that they post, like for Nicole Kidman.
Are there nude scenes?
Nicole Kidman gets naked in that.
That was my performance
you
of Tom
see
Cruise,
full
who literally
bush.
just does questions. He responds to everything with the questions. Like,
Yeah.
is it okay? Is it all right? I'm like, just shut the fuck up. What
Do
are
you
you
see?
doing?
Do you see Tom Cruise penis?
No.
Did you not watch 40 Year Old
What's the point?
Virgin? That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You're supposed to ask questions.
Do
Are
you
you?
do it
Yeah.
yourself?
Do you do it yourself?
Do you like to do it yourself? What are you fucking? Oh, shit.
So yeah, not a fan of that movie. A fan of that little card thing that we've got. It's fun. It keeps things interesting. But like that movie, not okay. Not a fan.
Watch an erotic movie.
Yeah. And I also am kind of tired of Nicole Kidman. We've talked about that, right?
No.
She's like on everything, especially recently.
Oh,
and so
yeah.
like even like old Nicole Kidman, and she was an awful actress, I feel like back then.
What?
Yeah, go back and watch. Like
No.
the whole scene where she tells about her like infidelity, just her mannerisms, and she's just weird. I don't know. It was just not. Go back and watch it.
Okay, but how did she get to where she's at if she was a terrible actress?
Obviously, she's great.
From
and I'm an
Dion Yanda?
idiot. I understand that. But I don't know. I mean, she's a good actress now, but that movie was awful.
All right.
I mean, maybe popular, unpopular
I
opinion.
watched.
Whatever.
I ended up watching the movie. A24, another A24 movie. I finally watched Midsummer.
I've been wanting to check that out.
Ooh, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the movie Wicker Man
Oh yeah, I did.
with Nicolas Cage?
Yeah. Ah.
Yeah, Midsummer. It's the same thing.
Really?
It's just better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
It's like you should watch if you can find Wicker Man. Go back and watch it, and then watch Midsummer. And there's a lot of similarities to it, like a ton of similarities.
Wicker Man was funny to me.
They just did better. Now, it's fucked up. We also watched Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Oh yeah.
Is this a drowning pool film?
No, but
Okay.
it's got Pete Davidson in it. It's an A24.
Yeah.
The whole concept is they're going to ride out this hurricane at one of their wealthy family people's houses, and then they're going to play this game where like they got to guess who the killer is, and then somebody dies really, and now they got to figure out who the actual killer is.
Is it like that one with Channing Tatum, the one that just came out?
That one was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't know he had one.
The one with they go out to the island.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and everyone seems like they're drugged out and
It's
things
like
like
Don't
that.
Blink or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That was pretty fucked up. It was really fucked up, but it was good.
Yeah, I think you should watch Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Jesse hated it.
Yeah.
Jesse absolutely hated that movie. I ended up watching like a couple of A24s.
I mean, I feel like that's almost all that's interesting these days. It's either like Marvel movies or A24 movies. Like those are the only two things.
Have you seen the one that beat La La Land? That
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
No,
That
Because we
one was
watched
great.
that one, and
that one
Jesse
was good
hated
too.
it.
I liked it. That was a really good
Jesse
movie.
hated that movie.
Sarah hasn't seen it. I wanted her to see it. I loved it.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, I did too.
God damn, what was it? The two black gay guys. The gay guy. Fuck.
Key and Peele.
Christy, look it up, please. Can you look it up real quick?
Is it A24?
A24. It's an A. It was really good. Really, really good. The story is it's separated in 3 different points of a black guy's life, child's life, child, teenager, and then grown up. And it's really what's the name of that movie? Anywho, yeah, a lot of the good movies.
Moonlight?
Moonlight, that's the one. Very good.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I was actually surprised because I forgot that Uncut Gems was A24.
That one for me, Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems.
I liked it.
What'd you think about that movie?
I liked it.
I liked it, except I didn't like the ending.
It's so chaotic.
I agree.
Like the entire movie is nothing but. Have you seen it?
What?
Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
It's 100% chaos through the entirety of it.
I didn't love it. I think it was all right, but I didn't love it.
The group chat. I missed what movie because Hervey asked me what A24 is.
It's what makes
Uncut
all
Gems,
the movies.
Uncut
good.
He's like, if it has nothing to do with the Cowboys
Moonlight.
or like weird pornography or Twitter feeds, then he's not.
I
about
did
it.
forget that Ex Machina was A24.
Oh, is it really?
Really, that
Yeah.
was one of the early ones.
It's
that
one of the early A24s. That's a great one.
Oh shit! I forgot to wear my new undies that you talked about.
Did you end up buying some?
I bought some.
Have you tried them on
I
yet?
haven't, because like they just came in a couple days ago. I watched them and I haven't worn them.
I just
yet.
want
was
to
gonna wear them today. And I just forgot.
I want to know what your thought is on it, and I want to know what Sarah's thought is on it whenever you wear them.
Did you get any?
I didn't. I haven't gotten it yet. Whenever y'all sent the link, I think I was about to go to bed. I was like, I'll get them later.
Okay. Well, maybe this could be a next week thing.
Yes,
Okay, I'll order it. I'll order
Hand
it.
me the game. I do have something to say. Today, talking about TikTok Shop, I put Get Blitzed up on TikTok Shop.
You did.
And I got my first sale.
I saw
of
it.
Get
Oh,
Blitzed on the TikTok
congratulations.
Shop.
I saw that.
Yeah.
You made a whole video about it.
I did, because I was like, yeah. Well, actually, Jordan mentioned her. She's like, you should do like a day in the life, like show boxing it up and everything like that. And I was like pretty excited because
You say a gay in the life?
something like that. I mean, I've got, a decent amount of sales from getblitzgames.com,
Yeah.
but I haven't done anything. TikTok Shop's new to me. And so got a sale.
You.
I know, but now I got a sale. I'm like, oh shit, hell yeah, let's go. And so hopefully that starts doing things.
Well, when
but
you
you
start-
can find Get Blitzed at TikTok Shop. Go ahead, get blitzed, have fun, watch football, drink with your friends, have a good time.
Punch Drunk Love is a very good movie.
That seems like a lot going on with
Sorry.
that slogan right there.
It's not a slogan.
It seems like it's a slogan. We need to streamline your slogan
You
a
like
little
getting
bit.
lit, get blitzed.
I made up
Schlitzed.
one.
Watch movie or watch game. Get blitzed.
Get blitzed, everybody get blitzed.
It's simple.
Let me
Okay, yeah, go.
Let me see what you think about this.
Go for it.
Introducing Get Blitzed. The card game.
No. Start over. You said get blitzed.
And
It's cancer tongue,
No.
bitch. Like that's what I got.
and
do-
it's
do better.
And it's not a slogan.
No, the slogan is watch football, play the game, get blitzed.
That
That was
seems like a
better.
lot.
That was better.
Watch game, get blitzed.
Watch.
Game blitzed.
So this is my
Perfect. Simple, straight to the point.
Cut.
It tells you
Rapping
nothing
friends.
about what's going on. Game blitzed.
Oh, they get it.
Game blitzed.
They get it. You put the
They're gonna
comma.
think it's like NFL Blitz from the '90s.
Yeah. You're going to have like a
That
Midway.
should be your whole
come-
marketing.
Oh, fuck yeah. What? Is Midway going to come sue you?
Yeah, I don't think they exist.
No, there's no way they exist, right?
I think they do.
They probably still.
Oh,
do.
no, they're rare now. I think they're rare games limited.
Oh.
And I think Xbox owns them.
My-
so you might wanna-
Microsoft's got money. They'll come after you.
Yeah.
All right, introducing Get Blitz, the card game that takes watching football from sideline status to full-on party mode. With play cards, every pass, tackle, or touchdown makes someone drink. Got the card? Make them drink. And action cards, they turn things up a notch. Strike a Heisman pose, lead a cheer, or bet on the next play. No football IQ required. Just bring your drink and a good time. Easy to play, impossible to forget. Get blitzed, because watching the game is just the beginning. Huh?
That was too long.
No, it was fine.
That was like a commercial.
But we gotta
That
speed
wasn't-
it up.
That wasn't a slogan.
But Christy is leading my point right here. Few words do tricks. Save time. See
Thanks, Kevin
World.
Malone. Drink, have fun, get blitzed.
They see.
They see.
How about drink football blitzed?
Drink football. Drink beer. Drink.
Nope, too many words.
Drink football. Get blitzed.
Football, drink, blitzed.
Drink football. Get blitzed.
It's too many. It's one too many words.
See if you can get the EA Sports guy to do the voiceover.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's in the game.
Get blitzed. You're hammered as fuck. Some shit. I don't know.
That's a slogan right there.
You're hammered as fuck.
Get hammered. Get blitzed.
I'm telling you. Got a whole marketing thing right there. Marketing team right now.
Spit in my mouth.
Hey, that's a good one. We could use that.
Saucy.
That should be a card.
Spit in my mouth. What does that do with football?
Hand this
What doesn't it have
card.
to do with football?
It's the spicy edition.
Hand this card when you want someone to spit in your mouth, and that's the erotic one. The
Or-
erotic version.
Okay,
I'll get fucked.
here's an idea. I'm giving you an idea.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear it.
You're going to like it. So you send out a special edition that's going to come with a sports bottle, like the kind that you would have where it's got the top, you see the trainers spraying in the mouth.
Yeah.
There's going to be a special card that you have to spray somebody in the mouth with that, and they have to drink it
Okay.
until you stop.
That's a very strange recommendation.
Your
you got
liquor
there.
of choice.
Liquor? A fucking Gatorade bottle full of liquor? What is your problem?
We're getting blitzed.
yes.
How else are
yes.
we supposed to get blitzed?
That is true.
I
You would
can't
be-
get blitzed off a Montucky cold snack.
Want to bet?
I mean, I can.
Yeah.
But it's going to take a lot, and my
It's gonna
tum-tum's
take-
going to be full.
That is true.
If I'm drinking straight liquor, I'm not going to make it through the game.
And you got blitzed.
But I got blitzed, and it doesn't matter because you sold the game.
Honestly, that's how you want to watch the Cowboys anyway, because watching the Cowboys is just a big old fucking letdown. So you might as well just drink liquor out of a Gatorade bottle straight and then just call it a day.
Can we talk about that just for a second?
Yeah, actually, let's talk about it because you know what I did? I watched Manchester United tie a fucking game against Chelsea when they should have won that match. And then, while that was happening, the Cowboys game came on, switched over after, saw like 5 minutes, and I was like, Tammy, do you want to watch Gilmore Girls?
Which is a
Do
rarity
you want
because
to watch Gilmore Girls?
Javier's all about it's Sunday, I'm watching football.
Football is my day.
Listen, he had enough heartbreak. I get it. I understand. You don't need to watch the Cowboys more than about 5 minutes this season to know which way the game's going
Is this the time that we switch teams? Like,
No.
like we just ditch the Cowboys altogether and we go find a new team to watch?
I think
you
it's
got to have
okay
the
to-
backup. You got to have the backup.
I think it's okay to have a backup team. Who's your backup team?
Right now, it's the Ravens.
Lions.
But man, look, okay, dude, the Commanders are doing so fucking good. Like, I'm very happy.
Did you see that guy fall down the bleachers in the Commanders?
But
Oh man, it was funny. Look it up.
is it
Anyways.
a baby?
Did he command respect?
No, but there was some beef going on, and he did something, and all of a sudden he fell down, and it was like, haha, look at that fucker.
Jesus.
It wasn't that far. He just fell down a few, over the top of the bleachers. Anyway,
Hermes is Bills. Bills is a good backup.
Bills?
A good secondary. Yeah. Tim, who's yours?
I don't watch football.
Casper Lions.
Yeah, Casper Lions. They've let me down though every season. So I
Not
stopped
this
watching.
season, baby.
No, this season they actually done
They're
good.
killing and making sports
They
center
were on
videos.
Sports Center.
They were.
That shit's nuts.
They were.
Wow.
I watched a lot of high school football this year, just because I've been working those games and
No,
stuff.
you weren't working, you pervert. You were just
Dude, North Crowley, man.
Oh.
So every game that I've been to,
Yeah.
every game that I've been to has been a blowout.
what?
It's been a blowout. Like
Okay, so I guess you were right,
Gross.
Javier?
Yeah, I was.
Wow.
I've seen scores as high as like in the 60s to 0.
It's like, those are
bet
tight
you have.
butts over there. Fucking pervert. Sorry,
I
go
fucking
ahead.
hate it here.
Tight butts drive me nuts. I'm Tim Statham working for the man.
I feel like
butts drive me nuts.
I feel like there's not any good high school football that's evenly
butt-wise?
yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I will say North Crowley, their football team has generally
And
been
North
good.
Crowley has done great. I've
Yeah,
worked a lot of those games. If I was going to pick a NFL team though to be my backup,
Yeah.
the Houston Oilers.
Motherfucker.
So the Titans.
But they're gone now. So
No,
no.
the Texans. You
No.
said Houston Oilers.
Houston Oilers became
It's
the Titans.
Texans.
Yeah, they became the Titans.
And then the Houston
Tennessee. Houston Oilers moved to Tennessee to become the Oilers. And then
What?
the Houston
Oilers moved to Tennessee to become the Titans.
Yes.
Yes.
that's what I just said.
Did you?
And you kept saying
Tennessee
Texans.
Oilers.
And you were
then the-
correcting me.
And then the
you were
Texans
wrong.
formed later on.
Nice
Yeah.
try.
I messed. What?
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
No, the Houston Oilers,
Right.
and that's it.
Okay.
They don't exist anymore, so I have to watch old videos of them.
Nice.
But at least I'm watching something. No, if I was gonna pick one, I'd probably say Green Bay.
Green Bay's good.
No,
Green Bay's a good old-fashioned team.
Yeah, I've always
you know.
liked them, and I like the concept of it's the people's team. They
Right.
own it, right?
Right.
So that's pretty cool.
All right, let's take a few steps back.
All right.
We got into a couple.
Oh,
things.
yeah, fuck, we
What did y'all
didn't-
do this weekend?
Tammy's friends threw her birthday party at Upper 90 this weekend. It was a costume party. It was a lot of fun. Me and Tammy dressed up as the vegan police from Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
I made Jessie watch that, and she hated it.
What?
Scott Pilgrim? That is such a good film.
She didn't like it. I think she said she thought it was maybe because she didn't watch it.
Whenever it came
Yeah.
out. Yeah, because it came out like 15 years ago.
Yeah,
like
so she
2010.
doesn't have the nostalgia that I have, you have, we have.
Yeah. Like I saw it at the old movie tavern in Ridgemar, and I was there opening night, and I went and sat in my seat, and someone was like, "Hey, fucker." It wasn't Bobby. It wasn't Bobby Hernandez, because Bobby.
Right.
He's always like, "Hey, fucker," or "Hey, puto." It was Josh Gear. Remember Josh Gear from
Yeah.
high school?
Hey, he worked there.
And yeah, he did. And he was
The movie
like,
Tavern by Ridgemar?
yeah,
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you doing here?" I'm
You
like,
to watch movies for free there.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, yeah. I saw the Incredible Hulk over there, and the Matrix Revolutions, and the other one.
We would also always watch, like Darren and I would always go for the Thursday night midnight showings for all the movies.
Yeah.
And then he was the manager, so he'd close it down. And then he had like this little dirt bike, and we just like ride it around in the parking lot until it was like time to go home. I was like, a lot of Thursdays.
That's a
spent
weird
at
thing,
Movie
though.
Tavern.
All right, so you watched
Oh no, we
you
did
dressed
that.
like it, yeah.
We dressed up like them. It was, thank God Uber was. We Ubered there. She gave us these patches to put on. It was like anti-hangover patches.
did they work?
They did, man. I didn't
Really?
feel like shit. I was just really sleepy. Of course, the time changed. The hours went back.
Yeah.
And so we didn't stay out. We were out till like 1:30, but I
You
stayed
gained
up
an
until-
hour.
We gained an hour, and so went to bed at 2:30, which I guess was 3:30, because I was eating like flautas from Pollo Regio, and
Pollo Regio.
yeah, it was really good. She was delicious, but we had a good time. Sunday, like I said, Cowboys and Man United. What else? Oh, shout out to the homegirl Natasha. She finished the New York City Marathon, and so did my other friend Stephanie Munoz. Shout out to them for their hard work. So that was a
Congrats.
great. Which, by the way, I was tracking them on the map, and it's cool because they had a 3D option where you can see the outlines of the buildings. Which me and Tim we talked about going to New York next year for a weekend or something, because I've never gone.
Yeah, me neither.
I've always wanted to go.
You should.
Yeah, we've only been there on standby or our layover for like a couple hours when we were coming back from,
Yeah.
and
That
I was
didn't
able to. That didn't count. There was pigeons that were flying in. What airport was that? Was that
Newark? I don't know. I don't remember.
What a terrible airport.
Yeah.
Anywho, what else? Friday. What did we do Friday? I'm trying to
Is that
think.
what it's called?
Oh, and we went out to Simply Fondue for her birthday.
You have JFK and LaGuardia.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. But they also have Newark, don't they? They have
Yeah,
an
I don't know.
airport
Where's
in
Newark?
It's
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We went
How
to
was
Simply Fondue.
how was Simply Fondue?
Always good.
Did we just have this conversation with Dank last week?
Did we?
Yeah. He was like, what is fondue?
Oh no, yeah. Well, so I planned it. We went to there on Thursday. That next day, I already made the reservation. But Simply Fondue was really good. It's always good.
How many white people were there?
They're not too many. It was
Really?
Halloween night. It was
Oh.
Halloween night, so it was.
What does that have to do with white people?
Well, white people love
White people
dressing
love
up in their
Halloween.
hoods.
They love Halloween.
You asked that question there, buddy. Oh yeah. No, I'm kidding. But no, there was.
Don't you ever fucking make fun of white people. What is wrong with you?
It's our country now. God damn it.
Do you know who our president? No.
Oh my god. But no, there was a good amount
Allegedly,
of
he's not. He's
they
not
were,
there yet.
He's
let me
not there
just say, like, they were so nice to us, and we always have a great time. This is our second time going, and always have a great. But we went for one time for post pandemic for her birthday. It was really good. I
Downtown,
suggest
right?
it. Downtown, over there next to. Whenever you go down there, there's a sign for you to go to Scat
Yeah.
Or Simply
or
Fondue.
Simply Fondue.
Okay.
And dude, but we were like gonna walk downtown.
What do you order there? Because I'm actually curious.
They
It
give
can't
you
just
an
all be
option.
cheese dips, right?
It's-
No. You cook your meats in
You
oil.
do oil or broth. So we chose the broth option, Cajun broth, but they give you like it's $60 for like a 4-course salad, the meats, salad, appetizer, meats, and dessert, I think. Anyways, but the dessert was a fucking bomb. It was like Bananas Foster, like type, cream.
Yeah.
It was really fucking good. I can't describe it. It was just delicious.
Nice.
The only time that I've been there, I was trying to save a marriage, and
it didn't work, did it, buddy?
Spoiler alert. He failed.
and it was good. It's good that it didn't. But they have a private dining option, or they used to, that you could book, right? I'm going to tell you straight up, it was not worth the extra money.
Really?
Yeah, and it puts you in a little bitty room, and they pull a curtain, and that's it. Like it just, and it's noisy, and you're back by wherever they're.
Could everybody hear y'all argue, like, sir, it's not that kind of private?
Oh, we didn't yell at each other. We just didn't really talk.
Oh,
That was one of my favorite places. Not that, but I'll get to it. That was one of my favorite places to take girls on a date. Was the Italian restaurant in Camp Bowie downstairs?
Oh.
Because each booth had their own like little shutters. And so it was
Oh.
very private. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I never went. I've never been there.
I never
Piccolo
went to,
Mondo?
but-
No, it's the Piccolo Mondo's in
No.
I
Arlington.
don't remember what it was called though.
No,
Papa-
it was something. It was like
Papa-
Italian Inn. It was like I'm pretty sure it was actually
Italian Inn, yeah.
It was super basic, but you'd go in,
Super Mario.
and they always had a piano player, and they had like a salad bar, and then you just go close your doors. They would like come by and, hey, what are you ordering? And then they'd come back and bring the food, and it's like a very private. It was it was like a nice restaurant, but there's like writing all over the wall. Like it was just kind of a weird.
Could you do like hand stuff without them knowing? Like, give
Yeah, you
them
probably could.
Someone's in here. Someone's in here.
Like
Hey,
I said,
come back in 10
it
minutes.
was a really good date place. Sorry.
All right,
I can
I'm
think
sorry,
about
yeah.
the people you took.
Did you you said you were on the dessert part. You
Yeah.
said like Bananas Foster.
From the chat, Boca de BJ.
That was
Well
good.
done.
That was
Well
really good.
done.
Bravo. I'm going to tell them not to deport you.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite. That's my favorite date place. All right. So after dessert, y'all leave. Did y'all walk around?
We
downtown?
walked around downtown. We went to, they had a thing at Sundance Square. They had a band playing because it was, Halloween. And then we were just walking around and going by. I asked her if she wanted to go to library, but she's like, no. But there was like, dude, the homeless problem over there
Has gone
kinda-
up.
Like there was a guy who was like, hey, do you have any money? It's like, no, man, sorry, I only got card. Well, if I told you that I know where an ATM is, would you go give? I'm like, bro, no. Like, I was like, sorry, man, I'm not comfortable with that. Have a good night. But I was like thinking, do I got to start bringing my gun to downtown?
So, I mean, it used to be. It was safe, right? Like for a while. Yeah,
there were horse cops there.
I remember whenever we were young and you couldn't really go downtown because it was kind of dangerous when we were real young. And then it got better. And now they've had that whole beef between the family members that own downtown. And so they have two different security things, and they've got two different arts festivals now that compete. And it's just gone to shit down
Listen, if you think Fort Worth is bad,
there. Oh, I don't think it's
let me
bad.
tell you about Dallas. Because yesterday I went and I drove to work like I always do.
Oh, I know the story.
I get to my little parking lot at about 7 a.m. I step out of my car to get the back seat to get my backpack out and all my stuff, and I get this whiff of just the worst possible. It was like a porta potty, but stewed and much worse. I'm like, what is that smell? And I looked down, and it was just a big old pile of human shit. Just a big old pile of human shit. And I saw a homeless man look back at me and then continue to walk the other direction like, yeah, that was me, bitch. And I almost threw up. Like, it was the most disgusting shit. And it was just right there. And I didn't know what else to do.
Oh, thanks for sending us a picture of it.
So I
by
sent
the
the
way.
picture to the boys, and I went to work.
So first off, back in the day when we all had sidekicks, like our friends used to take nasty shits and send us pictures.
Right.
And it was the fucking worst. Like, we were like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's
it was always
the early
same
days of
two
It was
camera
just
phones.
Zeus and Noel, really.
Yeah, it was just
always
Zeus
just
and
Zeus and
Noel.
Noel.
So
God damn you guys.
if I was that homeless person, I would have stayed and watched to see who pulled up, and then I would have made eye contact with you, and I wouldn't have walked away. I would have just watched you.
Oh, there was eye contact, and I didn't. I think it might have been eye contact before I saw what was on the ground, and I looked, and he was looking at me, and I'm like, that's weird. And then I finally understand what is happening,
and then I would have looked at you and smiled and gave you a wink.
Look, there was no teepee. It was just a dirty, nasty shit that must have left a trace behind. Is all I'm saying. That guy has got some shit on his.
I'm heading to the river. I'm heading to the river.
It was awful.
Can I tell you, like,
I'm gonna bathe.
A couple years ago, I went to San Francisco. We were in San Jose. We drove out to San Francisco. We're at the bridge. Was it the
Golden Gate?
Golden Gate Bridge?
Yeah.
Did you forget the name of the bridge?
I did.
We were at the bridge.
I was gonna say Brooklyn Bridge. I've never been to Brooklyn. So we're at the Golden Gate, and so there's a spot where you're walking up the turret, the little pill boxes or whatever.
Yeah.
And I got this good view of the Golden Gate. I'm like, man, this is beautiful, majestic. I have Tammy recording me. I put a Funky Panther sticker there. And I'm just looking. I'm like, this is so beautiful. And I look down, and there's just like a big old fucking turd. I guess somebody had pulled their pants down against the wall and just took a
That's the way you do it.
terrible
On the
shit
wall?
on the
Just
wall.
projectile?
And thinking about
Wow.
it, I was like, yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go. So we just got in the car and we just left.
Let me ask you, what kind of homeless person would you be?
I think I'd be a gentleman homeless man with a top hat and monocle because
Bullshit.
they would think I was crazy. They'd call me gentleman top hat homeless Mexican.
I think I would embrace the crazy.
Yeah, I think you would too.
I think I would. Start screaming at little kids.
It's hard to consider like what's going on in your mind to be in a position
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So I guess you might have to be a little. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. Like I would say, like I'd be the good one and go to the shelter and eat the food and do the things.
I would go to the QT and use their bathroom instead of the.
But if I got in that
concrete.
situation, I'm more than likely not
just-
going to do normal things.
No, I don't.
That's
think so.
just mental health. That's the mental health kind of homeless. They have your Will Smith type from the movie Pursuit of Happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Where
With
you're
a
just
Y.
down on your with a lie, with a Y, with a Y.
With a lie.
Yeah, you're just like down on your luck, and your wife's run off, and you're trying to take your kid. And the other kind is the mental health one, and the other is the drug addict one. So I don't know, man. This just like there's different kinds of homeless, especially on Magnolia, or like you see some in South Maine.
I mean, that's where I almost got robbed.
Yeah, Magnolia.
Yeah, and I told that story before where I drew a gun.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
I'll do
not
it
today,
again.
Yeah,
bitch.
he always keeps a pen and paper with him. So
I
he can
drew
be
a
like,
gun.
Look what I got.
Yep, I had to quickly whip it out and draw it
Run.
up. Yeah. I don't know. I think I would be a.
Nut.
Yeah, I think I'd just embrace the full craze.
Just shit in your hand and throw it against like a window at a taco
No,
place.
I don't want to do that. That sounds gross.
I think that if I had to pick one of the three, I'd probably be one of the druggy ones. I feel like that if I got to that position, what matters? Nothing matters. You
Just
might
give
as
me
well
that
just
fix.
just whatever.
Put that needle in my vein, baby.
Nah, I don't think I'd
Give me
do that.
that.
I try to get back on my feet.
Give me
I
that
think.
black tar.
But I would be that one though. If I did something like that guy did, I would make sure I'd make eye contact with. I would stay around and watch.
Get away! I'm masturbating.
All right, what else did you do this weekend?
That's pretty much it. Of course, that's area. It's nothing. That's it. Oh, watching a lot of Gilmore Girls. We're rewatching it for like the third time, which I love it. I love the Gilmore Girls show.
You watch Shrinking, right?
Oh, fucking new episodes tonight.
Yeah.
Those episodes here lately have been pretty hard for me.
Yeah, they're
Not for me personally, but I'm just saying.
they're rough.
Yeah, they're emotional. They're very emotional.
Like it always has been, and it's still funny, but it's leaning more on the emotion and less on the funny. Like it's still funny,
Yeah.
but it really makes you feel it from every character. Like every character's got their shit. But it reminded me because the grandma from Gilmore Girls was on the new episode. She's Harrison Ford's ex-wife, and I was like,
Oh,
where is she from? And I was like, oh shit, that's the Gilmore grandma. Yeah.
Well, I wish you would have said anything because I was planning on watching it tonight, and I would have loved to just watch her.
It's just
Spoiler.
Just look it up on
It's
IMDb.
just-
It's not like I spoiled anything.
Spoiler.
Marvel alert! No, I forget. And I'm glad this is the second season.
I think it's the
Second season.
Yeah, it's still new.
I think there's
Yeah, it's
not
bad.
that many. There's not that many episodes left. There's maybe like 4 or 5.
Probably. And
But-
this isn't the last season, though, right? Or I mean, I guess they haven't picked it up yet or anything yet. But
They will. I mean,
it's a great show. Have you seen it?
No.
No.
You should download it. It's on
is it
Apple
Jason
TV.
Segel?
Jason Segel.
And then Jessica Williams, and then the
Harrison
what's it called
Ford,
again? It's
Shrinking.
Shrinking, yeah.
the woman that was on Scrubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot her name.
I mean, it seemed like
too.
I think I might have watched like the very first. No, I did not. That was I watched that Jennifer Aniston one that was on.
It's probably one of my top 5 shows because just the comedy in it. Like it's a feel good. It's kind of like Ted Lasso where it makes you feel, but it's also really funny.
Oh, shout out to, speaking of which, who created, it was Brett Goldstein, the guy who plays Roy Kent on Ted.
He's on
Ted,
Shrinking.
But he co-created the show.
Shrinking?
Yeah, he co-created
Really?
it. Yeah.
So that's why there's a similarity then, probably, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Football is Life. I watched Venom, and he was.
Oh, he is in there. Yeah. I need to watch that.
He was
haven't
also
seen
in a
Venom
commercial I saw recently. He's been popping up on some random.
He
shit
has
recently.
been. I think it was like an AT&T commercial or some.
Yeah,
phone
and he was
commercial.
like, "Is he actually a soccer player?"
Not Sarah Chalk. Yeah, he was. He was a soccer player.
Okay, I didn't know that. 'Cause
It was the other doctor, the douchey doctor. Not douchey. He was a really good carded doctor, but his wife, the douchey doctor's wife on Scrubs. That's who she was.
Yeah.
But what is it? What's Christian saying? Make a new doc on Netflix, Zodiacs.
an hour into the episode, and we're gonna get to.
Oh fuck! We're still getting it. Oh, okay. So you did yours. I did mine. Tim did his.
Yeah, you want to just skip them?
Yeah, we can skip him. It's
Tim
fine.
did.
What'd you do this weekend,
watched
man?
movies and slept. Anyways, yeah.
Cool.
So I wanted to ask a question. I was going through TikTok, and I wanted to ask you guys. Now, y'all have heard about the dude. There's like a news thing about this where this guy accidentally he's like a house cleaner. He got hired by somebody. He went and cleaned the apartment, and the person who's supposed to be cleaning the apartment, he texted him. He's like, "Hey, where you at?" And he's like, "I'm sitting in your apartment petting your cat right now." And they're like, "I don't have a cat." Come to find out, this apartment that he randomly was in had the key underneath the doormat, which the apartment that he was supposed to go to was going to have the same thing. And he went and cleaned a random person's apartment, like from top to bottom, right? All right. So what do you do in that situation? Do you sit around and wait for the homeowner to get there? Do you leave him a note? Do you just leave?
I think I would leave a note. I would leave a note.
Would you?
Yeah, I would say like this is a huge misunderstanding. This is what happened. If you need to chat, here's my number. We can talk through it.
I think I would just leave.
I would leave. I wouldn't leave anything.
Really?
And I would maybe sit back and wait and maybe.
Like, I would want to know, like, what their reaction was, because now I'm like, oh, now I'm curious, because, I mean, I did a really good job. I cleaned this entire place up, made it really, really nice, and I want to see what their reaction is.
I'll tell you what, you can do this, because my house needs some cleaning, and
No,
I
no,
won't. Like, I'll leave the key there. I won't.
But then
Just pretend I didn't know about it.
You know about it, though. That's
I
the thing.
never knew about it.
All right, so and I think I brought this up before, but you know, when the Manson family was trying to like plan stuff, they would go and do what they call creepy crawling, and they would break into people's houses in the middle of the night while people are home and rearrange their furniture.
Right.
Now, I want to pose the question. Now, your house just got cleaned, but then like the next night you wake up, you know, you go to sleep, and the next night or the next morning you wake up and your house is everything's been rearranged, and it's better. Everything's in a better place.
Mm-hmm.
It's more feng shui.
Doubt it.
Are you? It is. It is in this situation.
Okay.
So are you going to be mad?
Yeah, I would be upset.
You'd be upset.
Either way, if someone was in my house, even if the situation where someone left a note, if they left a note, I feel like I might actually give them a little bit of grace.
Yeah.
But if someone just left and I knew they left, I'd be like getting on my cameras, calling the cops, like someone invaded my home.
But what if they made it better?
I don't care.
They didn't take anything.
I don't care.
They put the TV like in a better position. They put the.
That's emotional distress for my dogs. Like they don't need that.
They were really nice to the dogs and they enjoyed it. Benny was happy as can be.
Bullshit.
And Maui was, you know, hiding because he had boots on.
Right. That's what she
But
does.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, so would you be what? All right, I want you to think about it though.
I'm not giving him the answer that
No,
he
no,
wants.
He really
no, no.
wants you to give.
Yeah, I get it.
No.
understand.
After the initial shock though, and you're like sitting there and you're just like,
When you get home tonight, Chad, your house is going to be rearranged.
wait a second, this is much better now. You're not going to give the benefit of the doubt. You're not going to let that person win. You're going to be mad still, but you're going to keep it because it's better.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see it. I'm not going to be spiteful and move it back just because they were better.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be appreciative, but they're going to jail.
They're going to jail. You're gonna send somebody to try to better your life to jail.
What the fuck they doing in my house?
I'm sorry, you said Manson family. They murdered people.
Well, I was just giving an example. They went and rearranged things.
Oh yeah, bad example.
This one's not going to do that.
They murdered an actress, the heir to the Folgers fortune.
That's true.
And like a bunch of other people.
Okay, but what would you do?
Bro, I'm Mexican. Like, I'm killing someone or calling somebody.
Nah, who you calling?
The cartel? I don't know.
You don't know the cartel.
Hey, we got like 2 months until Trump kicks everybody out. So,
but I mean, like, let's just say, look, you came home and everything was nice and cleaned, and it wasn't Tammy that did it. And would you be freaking out, or would you be nothing showed up on your Ring camera either? You don't even have like nobody. It's like nobody was there.
I think it'd be like, oh, I'd call Tammy and be like, oh, hey, thank you for cleaning everything.
And she's like, I didn't.
And then what would I do? I'd call the cops.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, hey.
So you call the cops and they can't find anything though. But are you going to be? It's just a cleaning fairy at this point.
Okay.
No,
okay. Now you're just getting more and more imaginary.
This is what I do.
This is some fucking bullshit.
I am. It's a cleaning fairy.
If you can't find them, then there's nothing you can do, and you just are appreciative.
I'm gonna plant a trap. I'm gonna have my brother
Parent
Tammy
trap.
I'm gonna have them take our cars and move them. I'm gonna wait there with a gun.
So
they don't see any cars in the driveway.
You're gonna kill the cleaning fairy.
Hell yeah! You're good, fairy.
I'm pretty sure you can like cage a fairy.
Okay, but I wanted to
take their pixie dust.
So what prompted me? What prompted this?
I think that pixie dust is cocaine or MDMA.
I had this TikTok, and I'm gonna play the audio for you. Okay.
Okay.
Houses to steal their stuff, but like I would rearrange your furniture, like. Okay. So I went into somebody's house door, right? Like I opened the door. Dude's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" You know, I was like, "Oh, my bad," right? And I closed the door. He thought I was breaking in, and the guy is standing there with the doorman, like, "That's the guy that tried to break in my house." So I hit the security guard. Thank God. And I take off, right? And I'm like, I'm just gonna run away. I just start checking doors. One of them opens. I go through the apartment. This lady's like, "Ah!" Right? I run through there. I go out to her deck that faces the center. I jump off of her deck onto a different one, and I go down the stairs from that 8th floor. So I just ran through 2 apartments, right? And then I go to the leasing office, and the leasing office is in the basement floor too, and I go in there, and it's unlocked. So I go in there, and I lock it. And I'm like, cool, I'm just going to chill here till, like, they leave, right? I'm really high. I've been up for, like, a week, right? Right. I forget that, like, I'm hiding from the cops, and I rearranged the leasing office.
Okay, so in that scenario, would you be mad? Would you just be really confused?
I'm mad that we're still having this conversation. So yeah, probably.
I think I'd be happy that somebody came in and cleaned my house from top to bottom and rearranged my furniture, made it perfect.
Albeit appreciative, still freaked out.
I'm still sending them to jail though.
Yeah.
Okay, all that shit, you're still son of a. Come on.
I had you on that one. You thought I was just gonna be like, oh, it's all good.
They're my friend now.
Man, that shit's wild though. I mean, it's like Christy's saying, nowadays everyone has houses like top to bottom everywhere around. Like I have cameras all around my house and in the inside too. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you can't do that. I mean, like maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, I've got cameras.
Everyone's got cameras now. They're super cheap. Nowadays, everybody want to talk. Like they got something to say too. Nothing comes out though when they're moving the lips.
All right. So the other thing that I wanted to bring up,
just a bunch of gibberish.
The other thing I want to bring up tonight, was we had a timeline. We shifted timelines.
Yeah, okay.
Where the motherfuckers at?
Right. Harambe was killed. We shifted timeline.
I don't
on.
I don't want to talk about that story.
Hang
that story makes me sad.
Harambe?
You know where I'm going.
I know where you're going with this.
We're going to talk about it. Peanut, the squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all talk about this. I got to go pee. This subject.
So
really gets me
there was
upset.
it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. So there was a TikTok like person, and they had this like animal sanctuary, and they used what they got from TikTok and other various platforms, including OnlyFans, to help pay for their animal sanctuary. Well, the star of this TikTok was Peanut the squirrel. And it was a squirrel that they found, and they raised up, and they made it all nice, and It lived there, and they showed videos and all that other stuff, right? Somebody didn't like the fact that they had a squirrel, and they reported them to the New York police, and they showed up, and they raided their house
because of a squirrel.
And he also had a raccoon too, and they took the raccoon and they took the squirrel, and they had to make sure that it didn't have rabies, and so they killed him.
Holy shit!
So the theory is that Harambe was killed, and we jumped timelines there. And now Peanut's been killed, and we've jumped another timeline.
How is that a thing? How is it when an animal makes the news because of their death?
That big, but okay, Harambe, we can look at Harambe, and we can see that clearly the world went sideways after post-Harambe. Pre-Harambe, life was good. Post-Harambe, life is bad.
Yeah.
Okay? So was this all to correct the timeline? And if so, I think we fucked up again.
I'm not with this one, Tim.
You're not with this one.
No, I am all for alternative timelines, but I don't think it was from the death of an animal that
I don't
made
think
the
so
news.
That death. I mean that.
It's fucked up though.
The
It's fucked
subject,
up.
the situation with that. I think there was like another story a couple of weeks ago here in Fort Worth or somewhere, one of the suburbs, where a man went to somebody's yard and killed their dog.
What?
Yeah, like the dog was. I don't know the situation, but they ended up saying that the guy didn't have to go over there and shoot the dog.
Oh,
Shot it in the head and killed it. And I commented, and I'm getting kind of bold when it comes to like saying shit now online.
I mean,
Whatever.
you should.
Find me. Whatever.
The president's able to do that.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Totally. So, like, I was like, if that guy did that to my dog, I would kill him. Or maybe I would go to his house and wait till the night. And there was a joke I heard somewhere where the guy's like, "Man, we're gonna lay off some people. You're oldest. We're gonna let you go. You got to retire. Maybe you can catch up on your hobbies." He's like, "Well, no, I don't want to retire." And the guy's like, "Well, we need to cut back on money." And the guy's like, "Well, I guess you're right. I do have this one hobby. I always had a hobby where I wanted to go to my manager's house and see how loud he screams. Not from his pain, but from the pain of his family. From me, like, getting tweezers and squeezing their thumbs and their fingers. That's one hobby that I can do."
This is a joke?
This was on SNL. It was with Charlton Heston. It's like maybe 20 years ago, 25 years ago. And he's like, "Yeah, I think I can catch up with that once I'm retired." And the manager's like, "Oh, no, and you don't need to retire. You don't need that gold watch yet. We'll just keep you on here. Yeah, just get your mind off of that thing." But no, if somebody killed my pet, I would kill somebody.
Would you go full John Wick?
Probably. I would. I've said this about family. If anybody hurts my family, I think I would. If they went to jail, I think I'd kill their family one by one. And, just that way they know, they're like, "You're suffering in there. You can't do anything about it. But I'm out here, and I'm making you
Law-abiding citizen.
suffer." That was a good one. He
You ever
snuck
see
out of
Law-abiding
jail.
Citizen?
I don't think so.
Snuck out of jail. And,
You're giving away the whole plot now.
Fuck!
I guess we're
Sorry.
even.
Yeah. Well, you should still watch
Gilmore
it.
Girls grandma.
Hey, man, I
you
love
win.
Gilmore Girls.
You should still watch it. You should still watch it.
No, but I think it's really messed up. It's like, somebody goes into your house, takes your animals, and euthanizes them.
So
then-
my question is though, like, so it all came from a solitary person reporting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of the same as just like, I don't know, you get so mad at somebody, or they got something more than you got, or whatever, and so you dox them on the internet, or you swat them. The swatting thing.
Yeah, like swatting them like a fly.
No, yeah, getting the SWAT team because you make a phone. Have you heard that?
No.
That happens.
Swatting?
So it happens to streamers all the time.
Yeah.
Like, it could happen to us at any moment.
Actually, it really could.
Someone could just log on here, see what we're doing, get our IP address, figure out where we're at, and then they call the local police department. They're like, "Yeah, these guys have got hostages and blah, blah, blah," and I can hear somebody screaming, and they hang up, and then the police show up.
Not just the police, the SWAT team.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
but then they're going to get caught.
no.
Sometimes they don't.
Sometimes they don't.
That's wild.
Yeah. So I say all this. We should ban the internet.
But
Dude,
my
no-
big titty porn.
No one uses the internet more than you two boys, I don't think.
That's actually true.
Yeah, probably.
Do you think TikTok's going to go away? You just sold your first item on TikTok Shop.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to go away?
That was a weird try to tie that together.
Do you think it's going to go away?
I don't know if it's going to go away or not. I don't know. Probably not. I would assume not.
I don't know. Tariffs? It's not made here in the United States.
Okay.
They actually gave. I think they gave TikTok. They're like you have to move the majority of operations into or sell it to like the U.S. company.
Right. And I don't think they're going to do that. But I think it's just going to be like this thing that just goes down the rabbit hole until literally the next TikTok comes along. Because we're about due for another social media.
I would be okay.
Blim Blam.
I would be okay. Blim Blam would be good. I'd be okay if TikTok went away and Vine came right back.
Oh, but I mean, I want longer than 15 seconds. So.
Yeah, but I mean, TikTok started that way. Like that's how they all start at one point and go crazy with
5
it.
seconds. 5 seconds.
Yeah, I think Vine was 5 seconds. Yeah. But TikTok was 15 or 20. Like it was short when it started, right? And then it just kind of picked up, and now what's it like? I mean, you can go live for hours.
But you can also do like 3 minute long. They're trying to like bring in some like long format videos and stuff like that.
Long dong.
I really enjoy though because scrolling through TikTok, I come across the Vine accounts, and it's like I'm reposting classic Vines until they bring Vine back.
I like watching those videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
On the group chat, on the chat, I found my wife on the internet. Says Hervey. He did.
Yeah, I mean, I found Jesse on the internet.
You did?
Yeah, Tinder. That's the internet,
we
right?
have friends that found their significant others on the internet.
Yeah.
Dark web websites.
Dark web. Dark web.
Let's see. Also on the group chat, did you hear about the North Koreans using internet for the first time, just looking at porn?
Yeah, so I wanted to bring that up also as well. So North Koreans have been released into Russia because they're supporting Russia, the fight for Ukraine,
okay.
Right? But with that, their phones have been unlocked.
So they're freely able to use the internet.
And we don't know if this has been reported, official or not. I think I saved the video.
Well, I think we had this conversation about how whenever I used to work at T-Mobile and I'd sign them up for prepaid phone plans with 200 megabytes of internet, they'd come back 2 days later because they ran out of internet. And so whenever I checked I was like, well, let me check and see what you're doing, if it's on. And it'd be nothing but fucking hardcore pornography. These guys were perverts, dude. That's why. No wonder he wants to get them all out of here.
So it kind of sounds like North Korean soldiers maybe can't handle modern internet. Now, take this with a huge grain of salt. It is entirely unverified at this point, but it's a story that I'm seeing circulate across Ukrainian, Russian, and English-speaking channels. So supposedly, as North Korean soldiers entered Russia about a week ago, they were issued phones for communication. That opened up their first ever access to open internet. Think about it, right? And sounds like pretty quickly they found out about porn, and then a bunch of them quickly got addicted, and now the Russian forces are having a hard time getting these North Koreans to do much of anything but sit around and look at porn on their phones. So again, 100% not verified at this point, but too funny not to share.
What do you think their first porn they watched was? Because I could imagine, as a kid, you first get on the internet for the first time, boobs.
Carmen Electra.
Boobs. And then you're like,
nice ladies.
yeah, nice ladies. You can't spell vagina yet, so you're like, whatever, in China?
Pachina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they spell that out, and they get, whatever. I'm just trying to, envision, the first guy. It's the first person that ever did mushrooms.
Lady
they found the one
bits.
mushroom that got them really fucked up, and
Yeah.
then they're all and so their comrades are sitting there looking at them like, the fuck is he looking at?
I can't imagine not having the internet and then getting it completely open.
100%.
Yeah.
Because we got ramped in nice and slow.
Right.
And
Usher and Diddy.
And I feel like kids get they get kind of slowly introduced. They watch Miss Rachel on YouTube or whatever.
Who's Miss Rachel?
Who the fuck is Miss
You don't
Rachel?
know who Miss Rachel is?
She's some big titty porn star?
Yeah, you should look up Miss Rachel.
Really?
Yeah, she's doing wonderful things for kids stuff. But
Wait, whoa, hey, man.
but Miss Rachel's pretty hot. She's doing all does all the videos for kids and all that stuff. It's good for them, but she's also easy on the eyes.
And the
Okay.
tits?
Yeah, she's not bad.
Sorry.
Anyways,
Sorry. Wait, you know what? Nobody's canceled anymore.
but they get
Whatever.
they get introduced into so even kids are kids in the United States or in developed countries that have internet get kind of slowly introduced. But these guys are full grown adults and they're just getting, to your point, just open internet.
It's kind of like the 9/11
Is it? Everything ties back to 9/11
So
for Javier.
if you watch like any movie on 9/11 and they show the terrorists, you see that like on their last night, the mastermind got them like strippers and hookers, and it's just funny because they're like, we don't know what to do. What do we do? Oh, we have
Why are
party
they
here."
French?
It's just funny, man. I'm
weird.
sorry. It's like what do you do? It's like whenever you touch a titty for the first time, and you're just like you're so excited, and you're just like
It feels like sandbags.
I mean, I can't imagine.
Oh my god!
I really can't imagine though going straight into like not having internet and all of a sudden having
breasts.
free
Just
communications.
Google's
But
breasts.
so someone was posting on
Rice.
TikTok.
I mean, no, fuck. Okay, can we scratch? I'm so sorry.
Someone was.
I mean, because they're hungry. You know, there's
they
a
don't get-
famine
they
in
don't-
North Korea.
They don't get food.
They don't get food.
He's got a point.
I'm sorry.
Whoa,
I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that.
whoa!
There was a picture going around though on TikTok as well. It's like the first
Sexy rice of all time.
yeah, the first North Korean captured in Ukraine. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to go to the comments and look. So it had a picture of the guy, and he's like laying on the ground, and they're taking a picture of him. And so with the North Korean passport. So I go in the comments and look, and the top comment, it's Kim Jong Un.
No, it's not.
It said the name is Kim
Okay,
Jong Un.
okay.
There's a picture of Kim Jong Un, and he just says no. And so of course people are in there like, I feel your pain, brother, and all this stuff in there. And I asked the important question. I said, is it true that you don't pee or poop?
Oh,
And then he responded, who told you that? So I haven't had this. I need to continue on the conversation with Kim Jong Un, but I found it interesting.
yeah, tell us how that goes.
That Kim Jong Un is actually active on TikTok.
Please
It's nice.
report back. Please report back with your findings.
So we're talking about social media, and I just had this like thing to want to like search real quick. Ask ChatGPT about like different
Ask
social.
Jeeves?
I asked Jeeves about the different social media platforms that we've had over the past. It went back about 30 years. Have y'all ever heard of 6 Degrees?
It's like 6 degrees of separation.
It was called 6 Degrees. It was a social media platform that came out in 97
Oh.
and allowed users to create profiles and connect with friends, and it reached 3.5 million users at its peak, which is probably pretty high for 97, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, because the internet was like dial up and it was painfully slow.
Next, Zynga.
I remember Zynga.
Was that the? Do you remember
It was blogs and stuff.
Yeah.
your
But
first?
we made it a social media
Yeah,
platform.
it
did,
was.
we
You
did.
could, you could comment. So you type something.
Right.
People comment. You could comment back. Yeah.
Did we ever talk about Gaggle? Remember Gaggle? Like our first email,
Yeah, that was like a
8th grade.
because it was all blocked. Like
Yeah.
it was all very strict as to what you could do with it.
That's how you
and things like
send
that.
copious amounts of porn to somebody.
Yeah, and then you get
Did you
kicked
do
out.
that?
Trouble. I didn't do it, but I gave
Timothy.
I gave the email address to somebody. So yeah.
Tim got. He
No,
got
no. I got in trouble for it because then I also figured out the password.
You just
and I
always
went
get
there
in trouble.
and
Always.
deleted it because I felt bad.
Tim, during our school years, you were always the one that was getting in trouble.
I was
Well, because Tim has to take it from here
Occasionally.
to here.
Yeah.
And he always crossed the line to get in trouble.
I did.
He couldn't just leave it
could
be.
just leave it be.
All right, so the next one was Zynga. It topped out about 27 million users.
All right.
Friendster. Did y'all ever use Friendster?
No, but they talked about it on Entourage.
No.
What, you find that out on Friendster?
You're right. I never got
No,
on
I never even
Friendster.
heard of that.
It reached 115 million users. It was 2002. LinkedIn. I don't think about. I mean, it is social media. LinkedIn. 2003.
So,
and it has
wow,
about
that's been around for a long time.
675 Yeah, I know. I didn't think it was that long. 675 million users worldwide. MySpace in 2003. Facebook in 2004. YouTube in 2005. There's a lot in just like a 4 or 5 year span. YouTube 05, Twitter 06, Tumblr 07, WhatsApp 09. Do y'all use WhatsApp at all?
No, but is WhatsApp a social media?
All of
Yes.
my
WhatsApp is everything to most countries other than the U.S.
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
My mom like always is like, oh, send it to me on WhatsApp. I'm like, I don't have that.
If you go to any other country, like you need to get on WhatsApp because that's the only way people communicate. And
And
sometimes
phone
I think
calls
they-
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
phone calls.
They do phone calls through WhatsApp?
Yeah, uh-huh.
So it's like an all-encompassing thing.
It's kind of like iMessage and like all things Apple before Apple had it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's encrypted. It's all like encrypted.
Right.
Real quick on the group chat, has Sesame Street been popping up on y'all's Instagram to comfort you, or is it just me because of all the freaking out I've been doing? No, it's been popping up on mine. And Elmo, shout out to Elmo. He's been doing a lot of good stuff.
No, it hasn't been popping
What
up
has
on
he been
mine.
doing?
He's been, asking if you're okay.
Oh.
Are you okay? How are you doing?
Oh, that's sweet.
And dude, he had a really good one with Andrew Garfield from Spider-Man fame about his mother. She had passed earlier, like I think in the last year, and Elmo's been on a mission for all the adults. Like, you know what Steve from Blue's Clues is doing?
Yeah.
Same shit. And I think
Okay.
it's really like today he put out a video just of like the birds chirping and like, just for you to sit and relax. And
So Elmo's become this like mental health support.
yeah, 100%.
Wow.
100%. He's been doing work.
Huh.
And shout out to Elmo. So I'm sorry. Go on.
No, you're
carry
good. So WhatsApp was 2009, Instagram 2010, Snapchat 2011, and then it slows way the fuck down. Like those were
Hold
a
on. What
ton.
was Snapchat on 2011?
2011. Okay.
I never got on to Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Snapchat was terrible.
I never got on to Snapchat that much.
Oh, I love
Snapchat
I've
was
always
okay.
I always have it. But
Snip shit was bad.
not a big fan of Snapchat. And then Vine,
Yeah.
2013.
Yeah.
It had 200 million active users before shutting down 4 years later. TikTok started 2016. It is almost 9 years old. That's wild.
Wow.
1.5 billion users. God.
I feel like I just got onto TikTok maybe a couple years ago.
It says Instagram's got more with 2 billion. Wow. That's,
Well, it's kind of linked in with Facebook.
yeah, but Facebook has its own. It's 3.04 billion.
Okay, but is there any new?
So TikTok was 2016. Threads, which Threads
Doesn't
doesn't
count.
fucking
That's
count.
just no.
Threads is like
is-
Instagram's Twitter.
Yeah,
No, Threads
exactly.
is like Instagram's. Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking it's TikTok, but that's Reels.
So other than Vine 11 years ago, TikTok 9 years ago, and Threads last year, we don't really have any new social media. I feel like we're due. What would we do for social media? We got pictures, we got video.
You got to combine them.
I mean, they do in both of them.
Moving pictures. No, I
They're
think
called talkies.
I think we get to the point now where it's you with the virtual reality.
Well, they had the one. What was the Be Real? That flopped hard. I mean, people got on it. The Be Real, the one where you took a picture of, like wherever, like it would pop up at any point of the day. Did
It
you not
didn't mention
download
no,
this?
but it didn't
Foursquare.
mention.
There was Foursquare
mention
where you.
Foursquare.
They didn't mention Foursquare.
No, I used to love
I
Foursquare.
loved it. I loved seeing where people checked in. If like where I checked in, like how many people that I knew have been there.
And be the king of that place.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
King of the castle.
I think I actually read somewhere that Foursquare is coming back. Yeah, people still use Foursquare.
Really?
Yeah. But what was I going to say? What the fuck was I going to say?
I don't know. I was thinking about saying something too, but I forgot.
Scheisse.
Well, you asked what you asked was like, so what do we do for like what's next? And I said movie pictures,
yeah.
but I think I'm going to say
VR. You said.
Yeah, I think VR, some sort of VR social, because they have Meta World, right?
There's Meta Worlds, and there is VR chat, where you're able to like. Whenever I'm watching NBA, I was watching Detroit Lakers last night.
Detroit Lakers.
Detroit and the Detroit versus the Lakers. And you're in the room. You know how I said you're courtside? You're watching courtside with a bunch of other people that are in the room. And you can, like, the closer you get to them, you can hear and get involved in their conversation.
Shut the
And,
fuck
like,
up.
you just move, you can move away or you can mute your mic, but you're watching. You can watch it in private. The same goes for, like.
What if they look back at you?
Well, I mean, it's
And they
your
go, "Hey,
avatar."
Javier.
Oh, fuck, that'd be weird. That'd be really weird. Oh, well, I mean, my Javier QPDR is my screen name, so obviously my name's on my thing.
Okay.
Shouldn't do that, by the way. But like the same goes for big screen app on the MetaQuest. Like the same thing. There are rooms where you can get into where they're watching movies. Like they were playing The Wild Robot and they were playing like Harry Potter in some rooms. On Sundays, there are rooms where they play NFL games and you're just like in a theater. You're in a theater with a bunch of people. You can get tomatoes. You can get popcorn and throw them. You can throw them at people.
So VR's next.
It's next.
The
It is
unfortunate
next.
part is it's Meta, so it's not going to be like some cool new company. It's going to be the same shit as everything
But
else.
the apps that you download, it's not just Meta Worlds. It's like how I'm talking the big screen app. It's its own different thing. VR chat is its own different thing. 2 days ago, I was playing a game that was like Call of Duty and Fortnite, where you had to go, you walk around. The cool thing about the Meta Quest 3, and not being sponsored, by the way, is that
Brought to you by MetaQuest 3.
brought to you by Facebook and Meta. Hey, we're tracking you, whatever you're doing. We know you're watching porn. But it like senses everything around you. like builds a barrier, and if you get too close to like something that might hurt you, it'll like you'll see the fence, you'll see the VR fence. But I was playing a video game where you're in there, you're moving with the joystick, but you're controlling the gun. You're moving it up and down and shooting people, and you're with a party. And I was doing that like 2 days ago, and it was a lot of fun. I was like, holy fuck. Not to mention like Beat Saber, like there's a lot of workout games in there. It's really fun. Like I was playing.
So you'd highly recommend it.
I do.
And it's got
like,
the augmented reality, right?
It does.
Yeah.
I haven't used that yet. I really want to, but
Dude, here's what I see. And I talked about this previously about the augmented reality aspect of these headsets. Is think about it. Like you got to fix your car. I have augmented reality. I pull up my YouTube over here showing me how I'm supposed to fix the car. Mm-hmm. And I'm like doing that, okay, and whatever. Or like you're trying to figure out, well, how do I pop dents out of a car? Never done this before. So you pull up your tutorial while you're at work, or you're watching YouTube while you're doing your work because you can still see everything.
Or cooking, got a recipe and a video.
Right.
And you're cooking. Yeah.
Google Glass 2. It's just for enterprise. That's all it does. It's just for you, like you're saying. If you need the example was you're working on a car. What do I need to take apart to get to this part? And it showed the breakdown and the schematics and what you got to take off and how to do it. So I thought that was pretty neat. But the same goes for this.
I think we're at that point because you had what is it, Apple Vision Pro, and outrageously expensive.
By the way, I think
great product.
I think they said they're stopping
They
production.
stopped production. Yeah. It was a great product in the sense of like what it can do and everything and how well it's made.
We're not ready for that price point, though.
No.
But not for $3,000. That's
No.
but the Quest, the Meta Quest or whatever, you can get.
What is it, $300 or $400?
Well, you can get one. You can get in on one that's like almost like $500 or
The one I have is the
$600.
one for 512 gigs.
Yeah.
Like for 500, but it's got the better quality cameras.
Right. Or you can do a step down.
The 3S.
And you still have cameras and everything and still get all of those features for the most part. It's just not as good. It's like getting your the iPhone 16 or iPhone 16 Max Pro.
So I have the 2. Can I still do things with you?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You just gotta get my username, and then even upgrading is pretty good. Like now, you don't even have to use the controls. Like you just double tap the controls, your hands pop up, you drop the controls, and now you're using your hands.
Damn.
And so like I'm able to like grab a screen, move it around, and do shit. And doesn't work with porn. I'm kidding. I've never used it for porn.
Lies.
But I mean, I'm also thinking like you want to watch something, but you don't want to watch what your significant other's watching. So you can pull up your screen and be watching whatever and have the sound coming in, and but you get to share space and you're not stuck.
I think that I don't know. I think it's like TikTok for me. Like I want to be able to multitask, and I can't multitask with something that's on my face. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
I think you can though with this.
Well, if you want to get out, you just on mine, you double tap the side of the screen, and then like I can see you. I can like see what you're doing, and then like look around, do what I need to do. If I want to get back into that world that I'm in, double tap again, and I'm back where I'm at.
I mean, I'm saying like I work, normal hours, say 8 hours, and I'm driving an extra 3 hours. And then by the time I get home, I want to watch something on TV. And so I'm scrolling and watching TV. I can't watch TikTok and watch TV because I don't know what's going on in the videos.
Sure.
And I feel like it's kind of the same thing with that, because the experience is like this is everything. You know what I mean? Like I can't watch TV and also be included in this game or whatever.
But you could.
You could, because you can still have the window where you're on YouTube right here, or I was on Instagram, scrolling through stuff, and I'm the TV right here in my living room, or there's another window that you can have with stuff going on, and so.
But not with the so you're saying you can still multitask within this thing?
Yeah, there's like 3 to 5 windows you can have
or
open at once.
in augmented reality, where you've got your whole world in front of you still open, but you have like a window open.
No, that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so you're still seeing.
look at you.
I could watch a movie that Sarah's is watching. Pay attention to that.
And then get on
Scroll
Instagram
my
right
Instagram
here.
over here.
Yeah.
And be doing both things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I can if I had it on right now, I can have like what I have here. I can have above you, have that open, still look over here and look at you and interact, but it'll stay right there above Tim's head.
Yeah, I think that's the way of the future. And now I envision watching movies. It's just a matter of time before you're actually able to walk around within the movie.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I feel like on a plane, once this becomes more okay and people won't look at you funny on a plane, I would use the shit out of it.
I would do
There
it
are
now.
videos of people that are already doing it on planes.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that would be the shit. I mean, I guess you
think
would need
that's-
internet. You would need the.
You would need, yeah.
Well, unless you can download videos so you can
download
watch like
movies and
movies.
stuff.
I mean,
at
it's
a time?
got, I got 512 gigs. I'm sure I can like.
But then like Delta gives you depending on you get the free Wi-Fi if you get
Yeah.
like a
Some
certain
flights.
seat, on
Yeah.
some flights or whatever. And
for flights, I feel like I would definitely.
I think road trips like where you're not having
the thing too, like this one, they sell battery backups, so it'll last for like 3 hours, without being charged. And so they have stuff on the TikTok shop where you can buy like the strap where it has the battery backup built in for like double playing time. And so that's really interesting. Like, I mean,
I've been looking at them for a while now.
I've used it every day since I've had it, and it's like
Man.
I play like Beat Saber, like
I
the
thought I would
lightsaber
use my
game.
Switch every day, and I don't.
Same.
Yeah.
I do. I still use it like maybe once a week. Playing like Super Mario World or whatever.
It is my favorite console.
Westworld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Words.
Isn't there a game like you can?
No,
It's
that's a
series.
show. That's
I know,
a show
but
on
isn't there
HBO.
like I feel like there's like bar fight.
Oh, I've played that.
There's a game called Bar Fight.
You can actually drink the beer and you're like stumbling and you can like throw stuff at people
Yeah.
and fight people. It's a lot of fun.
I think that's the future. That is the future.
Okay.
Because it's getting to the point now where it's affordable.
It's kind of like the Stadium app that I'm telling you about, where you can watch like other games like that are on. If your friend has one, you can be in the same lobby and like just watch the game together.
So we could all watch. Yeah,
we can all be in the same
yeah.
room technically and like watch these things.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like this was a really, really good purchase, and
It wasn't one of those where it's like I shouldn't have spent my money on this.
Yeah, it was worth it.
Hey, we just had a voicemail come through on our. It doesn't look like a good one, but y'all want to listen to it anyway?
Yeah, let's play. We haven't done that in a while.
Okay. So we have got a voicemail from a number that I'm not familiar with. So let's just go ahead and see what this says. Any day now.
What's up, player? This is Jabari. Like, I watched the Funky Panther. Shit, I mean, fuck. I ain't gonna lie, y'all should have me on the show, bro, because I'm the illest dude. Like, the guys you got on there kind of whack. I feel like I got more intelligence than all three of them combined. Like, I learned it through the streets, and then, shit, I went to a past school high. I went to Dunbar, and then I even went to Polytech and a little bit of Trimble Tech my senior year. Then I graduated from TCU, full ride scholarship. I'm playing pimping these hoes. So, I had a whole stable of snow bunnies, but like, honestly, you should just have me on. But if not, you trifling anyway.
I mean, if he's going to bring a whole stable of snow bunnies.
And if we don't, we trifling, apparently.
Well, I've always said you're a trifling
I,
asshole.
for one, I don't want to be some trifling ass bitch. You know, you heard? You heard?
Is it me or is that a lot of schools?
That's
That
a
was
lot of
that's a
schools.
lot
Like,
of
why
schools.
did you go to so many? That would be my first question. Why did you go to so
Why
many schools?
so many schools?
And second, why did you go to so many schools?
Thanks for calling in, Jabari. But
So confused by that.
maybe
That sets up a precedence, though. Like if we let him come on,
Yeah.
we just let him come on, right? We don't know this person,
no, not at all.
and he just shows up and comes on, and the other people are going to start calling and just wanting to come on, and we start letting them. We're opening the door. Mm-hmm. We can't do that.
No,
We got to keep our
we
borders
don't know
closed.
this person. Here's the deal: is we
No
turned
open
the
borders
table
here.
We're not letting people ask to come on.
Hands across America.
We are going to hand choose
Yeah.
who comes on the show.
We're going to hand shoes.
Hand choose. We got to go out there and grab them, and that's who they're gonna come on the show.
Is it going to be like an old school situation where we're in like one of them A-team vans and we just have like fucking...
Just throw them in the van.
Put a hood on
We
their
choose
head.
you.
You say anything, we'll fucking kill you!
They
We're just
like-
kidding. We'll bring it back before
They
dinner.
sit down on the mic, pull up the hood, and they're like on camera, like, oh, that sounds
No, we
great.
can't do that.
I mean, we might.
I still think we need to add. We need to put over our videos just the phone number.
Yeah.
On TikTok, because I mean, some of our videos have gotten some good amount of views.
When
Some
that
of them-
voicemail come in?
It came in at 8:25, so about an hour ago.
Some views that we've gotten 5,000 views.
Listen,
10,000.
we put it on our YouTube now, so you can call us, leave a text, leave us a voicemail, 817-677-0408. Eventually, we will have that call-in only episode where we're not going to even talk. We're going to wait for people to call in, and that's what we're going to do. We'll see what happens. Oh, I remember I was talking about Be Real. Did y'all never get on Be Real?
No, we never got on Be Real.
Okay, so Be Real was this thing. I like the concept, but it also was just a fail of a concept. But essentially, you have an app, and then you would get an alert once a day. Everyone on the app gets the alert. And you have, I think it was 1 minute. You've got like 60 seconds, maybe it's 5 minutes. I don't know. You have a short time frame in which you have to take a picture, both the front camera and the back camera. And so you would see it come up on, Instagram and stuff, and someone would have a camera of like what they're doing and then themselves, like a selfie. And so that was the Be Real. So you're not like, pretending like you're somebody on Instagram.
Yeah, but
or
what if you're like
TikTok.
in the middle of taking a shit? Are you forced to take these pictures?
No, just don't do it that day.
Oh, okay.
But it's a way for
I
people to say,
gotcha.
like, look, I'm a normal person. This is my life. I'm not out there trying to like act like I'm something crazy.
But it's like a once a day thing.
Once a day. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. And it doesn't take any time. It's 2 pictures.
Yeah, I don't hate that concept.
It didn't last very long because what do you do with it? Where do you go from there?
No, nowhere. Can you comment?
I think you could comment.
Maybe there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's not like regular. It's not like regular
Thank you.
social media. I don't know. All right. So, unless y'all got anything else? You have anything else?
Yeah, shout out to shout out to friends. Shout out to Candies. Shout out to Candies, the Black Gato Candy Company.
Hell yeah.
Good ass shit right here. Try that shit right here. You heard? The homies over here going crazy in the streets for this shit. Jabari, I blame you, dog. Hey, but no, once again, thank you again for joining us here on the Funky Panther. You can find us on all streaming platforms, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, all of the shit. And if you're not following us already, do so and leave us a great comment. We have a phone number. It's 817-677-0408. And, man, please, for the love of God, write us comments, watch our previous videos, and get on our streams, man. So, as my white brother in Christ here would say, stay good. I'm Javier.
I'm Chad.
And I'm Tim.
And we are
the Funky Panther.
Peace in the Middle East, brother.
Bitch.